Hey everybody, it's me, Laura Lely. Welcome back, and welcome if you're new. You have the strength to do what you came here to do. You finally have the strength, I'm hearing. Thank you for being here. We are surrounded in the highest divine healing light, protecting, loving, guiding, for the most important messages to come out right now, right here, at this time. I just put the deck on the star. You've been healing. You're stronger. You've been healing. That's why the star is coming up in the split. And then I have a few other decks that I have sitting here, and I just pulled them out of the box, and I've got fruition, harvest, moon, something about your intuition, Three of Pentacles, so collaborating with somebody. The message that has been coming through is, if you remember old school, there's a scene where Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn see, I can't remember his name in real life, but he's Ari from Entourage. And they're like, hey, didn't we put you in a dumpster in high school or when we were kids? And he's like, yeah, I got out. And that's what Spirit's saying, like, yeah, you got out. You did it. You had the strength to heal and get yourself out of this Five of Cups, this lack mindset that it almost felt like people were literally like sending energies to you to make you feel lack because you've been working so freaking hard on, following the law of attraction and trying to keep your vibration high. And it was just like, let's just see what the cards say, because the cards don't lie. So Three of Wands with the Four of Swords. And you could see that there was energies coming to distract you, and so you went within and you meditated. So the Three of Wands, you could see with your foresight, some will call it your third eye, your intuition. You could see that you needed rest. You could see that there's more going on beneath the surface with that busy bee. There have been busy bees trying to keep you in this Five of, I didn't see what was behind that. Oh, it makes so much more sense. There's been busy bees trying to keep you in this Five of Cups lack mentality. Like you don't see, or this is Five of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Five of Pentacles. Was Five of Cups here too? Just Five of Pentacles. Yes. Like out in the cold, like you knew your energy was bigger and more strong. And like people were trying to make you not see yourself clearly, not see yourself. Because of the Seven of Swords here, that's trickery, that's people doing things in the dark, that's people setting things up and then hiding their hands and then acting like, well, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I don't know why they're so butthurt. Like, I don't know what their problem is, but like the whole time they were creating, like kind of like the world, like they created a problem and then offered a solution. Like we see that a lot in our world. But you said, I see this because God, the divine infinite creation intelligence that you call on, that you said, hey, I know you didn't send me into this wild jungle world to be messed with my whole life. Like I feel in me, there's something more to all of this. That's that Nine of Cups, that feeling of knowing that there's just more to this. And you stuck with this, like this knowingness. You could see a better future for yourself, but it felt like there was all of this energy kind of trying to keep you in this, just like that movie, they go, cheese. I'll see if I can find the clip and post it on the community tab. But he says, yeah, I got out. And Spirit says, yeah, you got out. And they keep trying to keep you, to Ten of Swords you. Oops. But God's like, here's your Ace of Cups. God, yeah. The Hierophant, I always see kind of as God. It can be a card of like institution and staying inside the boundaries and making sure that you're doing things as society wishes for you to do them. But I see it more as in every like intuition. My intuition is telling me this is God giving you your Ten of Cups Because what comes after the 9 of cups? The 10 of cups. And they came out together. So this is God handing you your 10 of cups, saying, you fucking did it, bro. You didn't give up. And they wanted you to give up. They wanted you to feel stalked and just like so, what is that word? Not vulnerable, but that too. Like just, ew, creepy. Like it gives me the ick. Like I can't think of the word, but I can feel the energy. They wanted to just keep you stuck in this little box and like make you feel like you're never gonna get it. Like this ace or the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving pentacle. Like you'll never have your riches. You're not deserving. Why would you think you deserve that? Like that's just the energy. Like I said, that if that movie quote has been coming to me. God sends me movie quotes and songs, and by God I mean my intuition. When I say God giving me these messages, I watched this video. I just have to say this is a sidebar on, I will get back to the reading in a moment, but I was watching a old Bill Donahue or William Donahue, the gentleman that did videos about like how the Bible is very much about our consciousness. The right side is Jesus, to the right, sitting to the right of the Father, the kingdom up here, right? Anyways. He was talking about, this is circa like 1990s, 96 maybe, whenever Bush was president, and he was talking about how Bush was saying that God told him that he needed to become president because he was going to need to help fight for our country. And what I'm trying to tell you is, if God is talking to you, it's going to be in a place, coming from a place of love, abundance, happiness, goodness. If there's an energy that's telling you that we need to go to war, that's not God and that's not love. I will tell you that much. I've learned that much, that those voices, those energies, that's not. God comes from a place of love, abundance, inclusion. Everyone matters. Whereas like when people are trying to say, well, like, oh, I had a vision and God said we needed to build more bombs. Well, that's not God. Excuse me, because God creates from a space of love, not war. And that's, anyways. So if I say God, I mean my intuition. I mean my own built-in GPS system. Again, we did not come here without support. And when I didn't have God in my life, I was ready to not be here. And that's many times I've been ready to not be here. And I've realized recently that I hadn't felt that way in a really long time about not wanting to be here. And the other day when I was around energies and I said something so bonkers and off the wall, I realized there's energy, and I've known this for a long time, because what does the Bible say? This war is not of flesh and blood. It is of spirit. It's a spiritual war. We cannot see those that are putting these thoughts and these ideas and these lower vibrational spirits that work through people to say things. And something really gross and really icky is working through people that we love. But it also comes through us when we're not protecting ourselves. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but if you don't want nasty thoughts that you know aren't yours in your mind, and you don't want to think awful things about people that you feel like you love, then we have to start realizing that this world is more spiritual and more unseen. The shit that's going on is a lot more unseen, and all of the stuff that's going on in the political world stage that is happening is to keep us distracted from really actually ever discovering the spiritual side of all of this. We're just, everything in that sense is, it's all the 3D world, and it's only what you can see and touch and taste and feel. And it's like, hell no, brother. Hell no, sister. It is so much bigger than that. 2 of Pentacles. You chose yourself. You chose to say, I will not wait another fucking minute for my pentacles to come in. And I will not let people make me feel like I'm being spied on and watched. And I can't, what do they say about a watched pot? A watched pot never boils. Well, if you're being observed all the time, how do you grow? How do you become what you came here to be? And now God's given us, whatever. I will say God. Because I love God. God loves me. And I would not be here if I didn't find that higher power to call on. And oh, it's the seven of Pentacles, what you have been working on, the seeds you have been planting. And I said 9 of Pentacles. Why? Because it's right there on the bottom of the deck. That's an interesting message. So help me put this all together, God. We got out. It's all coming into fruition. Everything that you've been working and striving for is coming into harvest. This is card 37, which is a 10. And when I just said that, it was 10:37 on the timer. Come on. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for these confirmations. And also, yeah, so like, you got out. You kept going. You saw that there was something not right, and you felt like there was these energies that were just really trying to, you know, block you and keep you in this place of low vibration. And I will just say my personal experience is every time I started feeling better and doing things that were better for me, something would come along and make me revert back to doing something that caused my vibration to go lower. And it caused me to feel less like myself and more like something was working through me to keep me on a lower level. And I didn't come here to feel low. I came here to be, I have so much energy without drinking coffee. And when I drink coffee, I have way more, but I mean, I know that's kind of, we're here to talk about protection now. You are protected through all of this. I did a video recently, well, a few weeks ago now, but it was about being protected. And this is waning crescent moon. And I think we are moving in a waning crescent right now. Maybe not. We could be in a waning, waxing. Either way, you are going to be moving on from whatever has been happening, and it's going to be happening quickly, and there may be somebody coming in to guide you and assist you with the Knight of Swords coming in here. But the Chariot card is a card of movement, a card of it's also a 7. We've had 7s. It's just a card that is going to bring you there. It is so funny, like there's just these cars that are like pulling up out of nowhere. I'll show you. Like this car, like, what are you doing? Hi. And that car, like, I swear I can't go anywhere to try to do a message. I get like bombarded by the world. But I'm doing it anyways. I'm going to keep doing it. I'll just wave, smile, blow kisses, say I love you, and we're just going to keep going. And there was like 7 robins when I started this message, and now these people have scared them all away. But anyways, so now we are going to move on to a card of, now they're just coming straight at me. All right. Like I said the other day, there's people doing like spell work and like doing like rituals in the woods, but now they're like coming to your home and doing them. I don't know. Which, speaking of home and Chariot, there is going to be a movement because of your resilience, because all of the things that people have been doing in this life to try to stop you, you kept going because of the resilience. Look at that. She's got this, the weight of the world on her shoulders, and like snakes and like all these things coming out of that basket. But she's still standing. And you're still standing. I'm still standing. I don't care if I make these videos about me. That's why we have our own channel. And you can go and watch other people's channels if you don't like that. I know I've said that before, and I don't know why I get so sassy. I think it's because I feel these energies that like come at me. I'm having this good time, and all of a sudden I got people trying to 10 of swords me. Come and put nasty thoughts into my brain. And like I said, like I was just saying it, we have to start to wake up to the fact that this is a spiritual. And when I say that, I mean, there are energies that work through people. So yes, it seems like it's happening through people, because there's actual people that are the ones that feel like they're the ones coming at you sideways, right? Trying to keep you in these places that don't feel Like they want to keep you stuck in this hangman energy and keep you in a place that just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like I've got another car, that other car that was there before, like now they're coming and parking right behind me. I don't know if you could see that. Like before they were in the other spot, but like, look, now they've parked right behind me. Look, I can't make this shit up. People do some weird things and it's like, well, she hasn't stopped yet. We're gonna make her stop. No, you're not. You're not stopping anyone. And I've been watching a lot of people who, like readers and stuff, who have the same weird things going on where like, there's people here that don't want the world to get better. Let's just put it that way. And there's people here that do want the world to get better. And I think that that's the ones that they're trying to stop. And it is what it is. I'm just going to scooch over because I can. I don't have to stay here for this shit. I can park right next to them if they want to see what's up. Hold up. Wait up. We're not stopping. We're not stopping for anyone. Bye. What is this? Like, what is happening? Is this real life? That's all I gotta say. I honestly don't. Okay, so back to the message. So I know that the other part is like, oh, look at her. She's fucking crazy. Am I crazy, or are there people just coming up out of nowhere coming at me? That's not crazy. It's real life. And I'm over it. Like, I don't care anymore. Like I said, I got out. So people want to keep me worried and in fear and scared. And that makes me think, who the fuck am I? I must be somebody if there's, every time I try to do anything in this world, somebody wants to stop me or tell me who I am, when I know I am God, God's child of light. I am a part of God, a fractal of God, just as you are, as we all are. Unless you're like, I don't believe in God. Well, right, then you've got just nasty evilness running through your veins. See, I feel like something made me say that because I'm not here to judge anyone. I don't want to judge anyone. I don't care what they were doing. I love them anyways. I forgive them anyways. That's the thing. I'm not playing this stupid 3D game where I am mad at anyone. That just keeps us in a cycle of gross, icky sadness. And I just think that is so hilarious. That just happened. Okay, let's get back to the message. Hoofdebach. Where we at? All right. I think the thing is for the longest time I would just run. I would be terrified. I would be like, what are they doing? Why do they care about me? Like now I just don't care why they care. Because at the end of the day, they are not me, and they're not going home and sleeping in my bed thinking my thoughts, even though they seem like they want to be. They want to be in my fucking skin, apparently. And they want to get under my skin. And I'm like, nah, homie. This is my burpee water, so sorry if I burp. Sorry, not sorry. We're getting a dragon message. Excuse me. We're getting a dragon. What a trip, bro. This life is quite a trip. Like, the balls that it takes to, like, literally just be parked in one... See, they want... The other video I did the other day, I was talking about where our energy goes. Where our attention goes, that's where the energy flows, right? And if we always give all of our attention to somebody outside of us, then we have no energy left for ourselves. We're always giving ourselves, we're spreading ourselves thin to everyone. That's how this world is designed. It's an energy trap. They feed off of us. Isn't that gross? So quit giving them our energy. And they hated that. They hated that I wouldn't feed off of a fire dragon. You're the fucking phoenix rising from the ashes. I am, you are, anyone who is watching this video who knows what I'm talking about, who has been going through shit that they can't, if you tell people, everyone's just like, you know the C word, and I'm not going to say it. And no, I don't mean CU. I meant CRA. Okay, I'm not. They want you to feel and seem like you are. They want you to seem like you have no clue what's happening, or like you're just so far off the thing. And it's like, I'm more connected to myself than I've ever been. And that pisses some people off. And so when I first started waking up almost 10 years ago, I was so happy. And then it was like all of this shit came at me, like, and it just, my whole life changed. But the fire dragon burns up the lower energies around you. Holy crap. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think these might be backwards, but whatever. And then Kuan Yin's pink dragon. Brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. And that's the other thing. It's like, if I stay in a vibration of love, they can't get to me. By they, I mean the energies that work through the people. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how the logistics are. I just know that some people that are really nice can carry some really shitty energy because there's something else that works through us, and it comes through all of us, whether, when we're low enough, that's why being in a high vibration is so important, because when you're in a low vibration, these lower effort, they call them Jezebel energies or Jezebel spirits, and I don't really understand that so much, but the earth dragon clears your path and the land around you. I'm glad you all got to see that, because I don't know whether you think that it was weird that I cared that they were sitting there. It was the fact that they came over and then another car was literally just pointed at me. Anyway, and there was other cars that came before I started the reading. That's why, anyways, I don't need to explain myself. I'm done explaining myself. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. Well, thank you, Earth Dragon, for that beautiful message. And Archangel Gabriel's dragon. Wow. And I know archangels support us and love us and guide us and protect us. For us to just sit here and think that there's not other things going on, that it's just what we see. When we are told that the electromagnetic spectrum of light is ginormous, and we as human beings can only actually see 0.0035% of that. Do you know how tiny that is? Not even 3%. It's 0.003%. That's tiny. Okay, so the Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. That's awesome. Beautiful. And I actually have this, what is this one? I think it's lapis lazuli. You can kind of see the sparkles in there. Anyways, so what all you just witnessed, a lot of my life has been in the last, I would say, 5 to 7 years, just me dodging shady energies left and right. It's like I've been a freaking ninja. And I think God's finally moving me somewhere else so that I can settle down and just breathe and bring through messages that God needs me to bring through, instead of me being in fear half the time, bringing through messages of showing you, look at these. Oh, look, my neighbor just drove by. Oh, neat. Air Dragon helps you rise above earthly matters, because there's more to this world than just this little earth. Communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. And I'm just being guided to say, hey, if there's anybody out there that knows more about my past than I do, or whatever about just history of this world, that you want to let us in on a little secret of why things are the way they are, feel free to reach out and comment. But I think we are moving into, when you see big crazy stuff happening on the world stage, you know that there's something happening with humans. You should know that that's a sign that there's something happening to our consciousness, because every time our consciousness is about to take a leap, an evolutional leap, they drop some kind of trauma on everyone. Or somehow some wild trauma happens in the world. Not they drop it on it. Let's just say things happen that lower our vibration. For instance, 911 or 2020, 2019, the housing market thing in 08, 09, like I said, it's like a 7-year cycle of us becoming more aware of who we are. And the moment we start seeing ourselves in a brighter, higher light, something in the world happens to make us focus on that instead of ourselves, instead of allowing ourselves to see this opening of a higher octave of consciousness. And so if we are only ever operating from our lower 3 chakras, root, sacral, lower chakras, solar. There's one lower I'm hearing. Anyways, if we only operate from our lower chakras instead of coming from our heart space and from our 3D, like our voice. So we're supposed to use our voice. Our voices are here also, like the vibration in our voices have some type of resonance that helps to bring through this frequency. So, that's what God intuition is saying. Like there's something in, if I'm in a state of fear, I'm being told if I'm in a state of fear, my voice changes. And I'm going to go back and watch the video because I'm sure that was probably quite entertaining, if anything. The hunger moon. The wolf. I've had a lot of wolves try to come and get me, this little sheep that I am. A lot of things that happened in my life to try to make me feel ashamed and bad. And I've done things that was not proud of, and I did things that I didn't understand why I did them so many times. And I'm like, what is like literally wrong with me? And I'm just starting like looking back on it all now and being able to take it all and look at it and understand that there was other energies working against me to make me do those things. And how does that sound? Well, okay, how about this? Free will is based on our consciousness. And so I was in a lower consciousness level. And so when I was doing the things I was doing, it was like I wasn't even aware of it because I only could operate from that low level of not understanding how constricted I was living. And when we expand our consciousness and we expand our mind, we start to take back control of our actions. But when we're in a place of being controlled by fear and all these lower energies, we are not able to make very good decisions. And when, like, for instance, in the 2019, 2020 time frame, when people were in a state of fear, the decisions that we made or people made at that time were based on not being able to work from a higher space of consciousness. It's facts. There are neurosciences that have proven this. You can look at my reel on Instagram to see that, see more about that. There's a doctor on there that discusses how our brain works and how, our consciousness works. And if we're only ever operating from our lower levels of consciousness, then we're technically not even making these decisions because we're acting from a place, we're responding and we're reacting instead of owning our energy and acting from a place of, I know who I am and I know what I'm doing and I know what actions or next steps I should take. Whereas when we're lower, we're like, somebody tell me what to do, please, anybody, action. So now when you get into a place of a higher vibration, it is time to take action. This is card 15, breaking to a 6 of balance. By the way, the human contains 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. So 666 is not evil, but if we do think that as evil, then we think of ourselves as evil. So we have ourselves as evil. We have to understand that they like to put us in fear of our own selves, like that we are not capable of doing great, big, wild, awesome things because we are too busy being scared and believing that there's something out to get us. But it's really, in the end, it's all us. It's always just us, and it always comes back to us and where our consciousness is and what we're able to perceive from our levels of consciousness. And I can see why people would want to stop me, because I was at a place where I didn't think for myself. And that's what it really comes down to, is when you raise your vibration and you raise your consciousness, you start thinking for yourself, and your thoughts about this world change. And the way you see this world, it changes. And perceptions change. Everything changes. And we say change is the only constant in this world, but what we don't really see when we're busy being controlled is that the changes are the ones, most of the changes that we make are being controlled. They're not changes that we make of our own volition. It's like somebody else is wanting us to change, and we can only change this much, and we only have this much room to change. It's like we got to stay in this box. We change, but like only within like the confines of this little itty bitty tiny box that we've been placed in, and we don't belong in boxes. We came here to create. We are creator beings. And we can't create when we're in a place of restriction, in a place of scarcity, in a place of conforming and not knowing how to move forward on our own. So it's really important to know that how strong we really are, and how much power we actually do hold. And that's the last thing that, the powers that be, why do you think they're the powers that be? And they rule over everyone because they understand how consciousness works. And so they keep people in a lower vibration so that you can't think for yourself. I'm sorry, but it's true. And if you're mad, then it's only because this is part of the message. And now there's another car driving right at me. It is hilarious. Okay, so here is expect powerful change. And on that note, I'm going to catch y'all on the flip. I love you. And I'm going to come back on and do another movie later. Another one soon. But for now, thank you for watching. I love you. Wake up and dream big. And I will see you on the next one. Love you, mean it. Bye. Mwah.